Hi folks, thanks for your interest in the progress of my cabin. This picture here is of the cabin at the end of 2021. No windows, no doors. The first job in the spring of 2022 was to spray Javix over all of the outside and the inside of the cabin. This evened up the color of the wood. Sprayed with Javix and not sprayed. Next comes spraying of mineral oil over all of the inside of the cabin. Next comes the installation of the doors and windows. After that came the structural problem of taking out the main beam in the dormer area. Luckily, I had some friends, Philip and Roger, to help me figure out this problem. We built the truss that is just above Philip's hand. Here is the truss with the beam out. Once the truss was out, the dormer window could go in. That is the lake in the background. Now I could finish boarding in the walls of the dormer bedroom area. And here's what it looks like from down below. Finally, it came time to bring down some furniture from home. Here is Shelley and Chris's old table. It will get lots of new use down here. This is the start of a 10 by 24 deck using reclaimed treated wood. More progress and more progress. Notice how the used decking looks after sanding. Another milestone. First meal on the deck. The major hurricane Fiona took out a lot of the trees between the deck and the lake. It really opened up the view. Finally, I was able to get my airtight stove in the fireplace. And July 16, 2022, this is the first fire in the fireplace. Last year, a friend suggested building the dormer, and I was so glad it got done. This year, Sylvia suggested another room at the east end of the cabin. So here we go again. Walls are started. Walls are growing. Ready for steel roofing. Roofing is on. Just need to build a door. Volunteers need to be fed. And even with that, everyone pitches in. And if you were wondering if the food was good, check out the smile on Jimmy's face. Finally, a trip down to the cabin without work. One player went home, I went to bed, and the rest just played on. Here's the start of the fireplace mantle. And this is the mantle up, with more items from home added. There is a kitchen stove which needs a flue. Another project growing. Had to figure out how to get the last piece of the chimney up. Finally, this project is complete. And it was time to have the first fire in this 100-year-old refurbished wood stove. And it's amazing how well it cooked this first meal. Pausing to remember that most of the work is for the enjoyment of the lake. And for me to share with a single farmer, a friend, and his 2 children is the sort of thing I hope to do more of in the future. Yeah, do it again.
And we're going to tell your mom that we caught like 3-pound trout. And we got this secret spot to go to. Oh yeah. You like to take the fun out of everything.
Check out the rowing skills here.
We are turning around.
We're going to shouldn't be after milking.
It was sure nice to get this railing upstairs, and it added more safety. It was a little tricky on the ends for us non-carpenters, but after sleeping on the problem overnight, a jig was made in the morning, and progress goes on. One of the last things done in 2022 was this temporary hookup for a 400-watt solar panel and the electronics to go with it. Thank you, Billy Coles, for these improved stairs, which will be the first item on the agenda for 2023. It is hoped that 2023 will finish much of the work on the cabin, and the enjoyment phase will expand with family and friends.